Today on VOX, we'll have information on Dollywood and more. Ben Dudash will have your local weather, and Knoxhampton will have your sports.
It's Friday, March 19th, 2021, and you are watching VOX News Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Serena Shelton.
And I'm Jasmine Martinez.
An argument over a stimulus check has caused a man to commit a quadruple homicide. On Saturday night, 4 people were found shot, including a 7-year-old child. Malik Halfacre, boyfriend of one of the victims, is believed to be the culprit. Halfacre has admitted to shooting all the victims. They had allegedly been fighting over a stimulus check.
Around 100 dolphins have been found dead on the island off the coast of Mozambique. 86 more dolphin bodies were found on Bizarro Island 2 days after the others were found. A cyclone is believed to be the culprit after several tests. Nothing was found to be unusual with the dolphins.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation on Monday night issued an endangered child alert for a missing teenage girl from Clinton. The Anderson County teen is said to have a medical condition. The TBI said Shania Kaneda, 14, was last seen on Sunday, March 14th, wearing a pink and white PlayStation sweatshirt with jogging pants. She's described as a biracial female, standing at 4'9" and weighing 134 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes.
A Tennessee man has been charged in the beating death of his girlfriend's daughter. Prosecutors said Victor P. Williams, 28, has been indicted on charges including first-degree murder in the perpetration of aggravated child abuse in Lanaya Anderson's death in Memphis. The Shelby County District Attorney Office said Wednesday Williams' girlfriend had left the girl and her 2 younger brothers in his care when she went to work on May 28, 2020. Prosecutors said later that day investigators were called to a hospital where Lanaya died of blunt force injuries, authorities said.
A man has been charged with first-degree murder after setting fire to a house that killed the person inside. The two were said to be arguing beforehand about a lawnmower. The man later poured gasoline on the house and set it on fire. He currently remains in jail on bond. Here's Ben Dudash with your weather.
We had a very rainy week last week, and I'll tell you what happened to all those storms and more right after this break.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at our weather at a glance. Today's high is going to be 55 with a low of 41. There will be cloudy skies throughout the area with gusts of winds reaching 13 miles per hour going north-northeast, and the humidity percent for today is at 73. Now let's take a look at our 7-day weather forecast. Saturday, those clouds should be completely departing with clear sunny skies with a high of 63 and a low of 35. Sunday, those clouds are returning partly cloudy skies with a high of 66 and a low of 39. Monday, some of those clouds are departing, but most of them are also sticking around with mostly sunny skies with a high of 69 and a low of 49. Tuesday, those showers are returning once again with a high of 67 and a low of 54. Wednesday, those showers are sticking around again, still with a high of 69 and a low of 55. Thursday, those showers should be turning into rain with a high of 69 and a low of 54. Now let's take a look at our local radar. We still got some scattered showers throughout the area in Knoxville, Jefferson City, and in Nashville. But everywhere as I can see thus far, we're all in the clear. Now let's take a look at our national radar. We've got some ice storms near the northeast area, near Boston and throughout that entire area, and we also have some scattered showers through San Diego and San Francisco and along Idaho and throughout those areas. And that's all for weather. Now I'll send it over to Knox Hampton with your sports.
Alrighty, sports fans, we have some news about that Cleveland game that happened last night, but we'll have that and more right after this break.
In 1933, Ray Jackson founded Jackson Furniture in the midst of the Great Depression. We opened our doors the day the banks closed theirs. Since then, we have continued to create furniture right here in the USA. We have seen decades of American prosperity, challenge, war, and mind-blowing advancements in science and technology. We have never forgotten the way our company and country began, with perseverance, hope, and hard work. Throughout all of those decades of change, one thing remains consistent. Families love to relax together in a room filled with comfortable furniture. That is where we have been and will always be. From being huddled around a radio to being kicked back in front of a giant flat screen.
Alrighty, welcome back. Let's take a look at some scores. The Wizards beat the Jazz 131-122. The Hawks beat the Thunder 116-93. The Knicks beat the Magic 94-93. The Timberwolves beat the Suns 123-119. Trailblazers beat the Pelicans 101-93. And the Lakers defeated the Hornets 116-105. Last night, Cleveland High School lost to Collierville 56-62. In an amazing display of athleticism, Grant Hurst scored 32 points. We'll have more news right after this break.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
On Thursday, the Tennessee Senate has moved forward with permitless carry. The bill that is now in the House of Representatives will allow adults over the age of 21 to openly or concealed carry without a permit. Bill Lee backs the bill, and it is expected to go in effect.
A 3-level house in Sydney, Australia burst into flames recently. The fire required about more than 20 firefighters to arrive at the scene. All of the 7 people inside made it out with only 2 needing hospital treatment. The fire is suspected to be caused by an e-bike that was left to charge overnight. The fire department made a statement saying, quote, "Thankfully the occupants had a working smoke alarm which alerted them to the fire," end quote.
The French capital is fearing a third wave of coronavirus and is preparing for a month-long lockdown. More than 30,000 new infections have been recorded in the past 24 hours. The lockdown will consist of non-essential businesses closing. Hairdressers will be forced to close if they cannot take the necessary precautions. Residents will also not be allowed outside of a 6-mile radius of their homes without a valid reason and explaining why they left. An estimated 20 million is expected to be placed under these precautions, starting at midnight on Friday.
Dolly Parton's theme park, Dollywood, is now open for their 2021 season. They have added several new food items along with shows. Multiple rides that were closed last year due to the pandemic are now reopened. The park also has new guidelines concerning the pandemic. Masks are now required before entering the park, any store, or showroom, but they have opened several mask-free break areas. We are online at YouTube at BCHS VOX News. You can check us out on Facebook and, of course, at voxnews.net. Remind your friends and family to tune in. You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central. And as always, God bless and go Bears.